Welcome back to WCR 42069. I'm your host, Caleb. With me, as always, my fiance, Lauren. Lauren, say hello to the folks at home.
Hey.
You guys might think that we sound different, and that's because we have had the illness from hell this week. Now, I've had COVID like 19 times. Mm-hmm. We've had the flu. Lauren tested positive for the flu last year. Mm-hmm. Whatever we have now,
the worst thing ever,
has been the worst illness that either of us have ever had. Mm-hmm. It started for Lauren last Friday. Mm-hmm. If you listened to last Friday, you heard that Lauren was not talking much. She had a fever. She was sitting here looking like E.T.
I felt like shit.
Sitting in a basket wrapped with a blanket.
I was sitting.
She wasn't doing anything. She went to bed. Saturday, she was sick.
I was so sick.
She was so sick Saturday, so sick Sunday. Monday morning, I wake up, and this is where it gets bad. I don't feel good.
Yeah, then we have a problem.
This is where it becomes an issue, is where I wake up and now I don't feel good.
But don't worry, I went to the doctor for the both of us, and I tested negative for all of the things.
That's a beautiful thing about being in a relationship with someone where you live together. You don't really do anything outside of
each
that.
Other.
Do anything outside of each other. So only one of you needs to go to the doctors.
Right.
That's the beautiful thing. Only one of you needs to go to the doctors. So I said, Lauren,
I'm usually the one that goes.
You go to the doctor and they'll tell you what's wrong with both of us.
Yeah.
And then if it's something bacterial, if there's a sinus infection or something, I've got some old antibiotics laying around. You go ahead and get your prescription and we'll make it out of this alive. And that's what happened.
And that's what happened. Yeah, they said you got a sinus infection, bitch.
Yep, they said she had a sinus infection. Now, I believe that the sinus infection is secondary.
It's like like you get the cold and then it turns into...
Yeah, I don't think this. If this is a cold, I understand why it killed people on the fucking Oregon Trail.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
There were times where I felt like I might die.
You know what had to have been horrible back then is you get the cold, right? And what do we do when we have the cold? You get a cough drop, you get tea.
Yeah, yeah.
You Netflix,
lay around.
You lay around. Back then, you just sat in a room and stared.
Oh my God, yeah, with like a fireplace, maybe.
Although here's the trade-off, okay? Yeah, you get a fireplace, you have to stare at you're staring ahead. But they're giving you opium.
Oh, yeah, opium was way more available back then.
So that's the trade-off. It's like, yeah, we have Netflix and edibles now, but back then, a guy showed up with like a leather purse. Yeah. And he would listen to you and be like,
and
yep.
a monocle.
Yep. He'd be like, yep, this is what's going on here. I've figured it out. It's that you don't have opium in your system. And we're going to give you a week's worth of opium here in this tincture. You're going to put some under your tongue or rectally. What you do with it is none of my business. When I leave, what orifice you put it in, none of my business. You can boof it. You can take it. I don't care. And then it makes just sitting there tolerable. So maybe...
Yeah, but didn't most of the time they just died from the common cold, though?
Yeah, they did die, but
they died
how many of those were overdoses?
Ooh, you never know.
How many of those were just unregulated opiate production and stuff, you know?
I never thought about it like that, but you're right.
Yeah.
Well, at least they died happy, hopefully.
Yeah, so Monday morning I wake up, my throat's a little raw.
That's how it starts, guys. It started with your throat being raw.
My throat was a little raw, just the way I like it. It was a little raw. As the day progressed, it became increasingly apparent that I was getting sick. Now, around 11 a.m., I started to notice my joints hurt. No one wants that.
The worst headache also. Like, this sickness came with the worst headache and neck pain. I thought that I had meningitis.
I was convinced I was having a stroke on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out of it.
Oh, yeah, we were both a mess on Wednesday. It's been a rough week.
Wednesday night, I went to bed at 7 p.m.
6
p.m., I'm sorry. I had one bite of a chicken tender.
You woke up a couple hours later and I got you to eat the other two.
Yeah. You know what? That whatever they're doing down at the Wise Market, it's on point.
Oh, they got the best chicken tenders in the hot and ready.
Let me tell you something. The Wise chicken tenders down here at the Wise Markets in Robertsfield, Maryland. What?
It's very specific.
Yeah, well, it's this Wise. I don't know if the other Wise are cranking them out like that.
Yeah, well, you're right. We don't know. I don't go to any other ones.
I choose to believe this Wise Markets has somehow come into possession for the original recipe of the homestyle chicken tender from Wendy herself.
Oh.
From Yellow Wendy's.
Oh.
Yellow Wendy's had something. I was such a fat fucking kid. And anyone listening who knew me in middle school knows I was portly. I had to go to Kleffels to get Husky t-shirts.
And I had to go there to get my high school stuff. So.
Well, that's because that was the only place that sold your uniforms to your high school because you went to
they weren't actually. I had to go to a tailor to get my uniforms, Caleb, but thank you.
Really? Because last week you were like, I had to go to Kleffels. You just said you went to Kleffels.
A hoodie that said my high school's name on it. Not my uniform that I had to wear. I had to order those special, and then I had to go to a tailor and get them fucking fit to me.
Oh, I thought you had to go to Kleffels to get a skirt.
No, the skirts were like from some Catholic school uniform place. It was a catalog that you had to get, and I had to get the specific ones that went with my school. If I got anything else, they wouldn't let me wear them.
Oh, well, see? Well,
you were misunderstanding.
Well, anyways, I was a Husky kid. I used to get the home-style chicken tenders. Now, they would come in a little box. You would open it up, but this is how I got fat with it. I would get a side of nacho cheese, and I would dip the chicken tenders in nacho cheese.
That sounds good. Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers cheese, yeah. Yep. Fuddruckers was the shit. So the Wise Markets, they've somehow come into the possession of it, and they are, make no mistake, they are churning out home-style chicken tenders at the Wendy's in Roberts Field. So,
no, not at the Wendy's, at the Wise.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. So I'm still a little sick.
But McDonald's is bringing back the chicken tendies.
The snack wrap's on its way back. We're very excited for it here at WCR 42069. The snack wrap was a big part of our formative years. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, it hasn't felt like home since it left.
It's been too long.
This illness, Wednesday night, I went to bed. I felt sick. We've been sweating through all the nights.
It's God, so many fevers.
Fucking horrible. It's your normal cold and flu symptoms and then some strange symptoms.
Yeah.
I keep awakening in the night, clucking.
Yeah. It's waking me up. It keeps pecking at the back of my fucking head.
Every time I take 2 steps forward, I'm taking 1 step back. The doctor, Lauren, forgot to mention this to the doctor, so
because it wasn't my symptom, really.
Yeah. Well,
I also thought I saw a feather on your back.
A feather on my back. Yeah, that's right. So, speaking of sick, I got some news here from the Boston Herald.
What's that?
It's a paper out of Boston.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, no. Fucking Boston, Indiana. No, yes, Boston, Massachusetts. This is dated February 21st, 2025. A surprising and slightly confusing turn of events has unfolded at St. Jude's Children's Hospital when Kevin Smith, the director and writer behind the famed Clerks franchise, volunteered to bring delicious meals to young patients. Oh, seems like a pretty nice thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what was meant to be a heartwarming gesture turned into a day of bewildering revelations.
Oh.
I feel like the staff writer at the Boston Herald took a little bit of liberties with that fucking article here. But I thought I was doing a good thing, bring some joy, maybe a bit of good food for the soul, Smith explained with a sheepish grin. However, things quickly took an unexpected turn when the film icon arrived with large containers of vegan meals, much to the shock of the hospital staff and the kids themselves. So after he had a heart attack, he's been notably vegan.
Can I just make a comment? I saw a lady make a cheesesteak out of hibiscus flowers today.
That makes me want to die.
I know.
That makes me want to fucking kill myself. I
don't get the vegan thing, but like Kevin Smith, he's like full on vegan now.
Yeah.
Like no meat.
What happened was he had a heart attack and somewhere along the line, he had gotten so big that Southwest Airlines kicked him off a flight.
What? For being big?
Yeah. So
you can do that?
Yeah. Well, no, it was just a matter of math. Yeah. They were going to take off and they fucking, right? A stewardess was like looking at him and she went up and told the captain, they crunched some numbers and they were like, look, either you got to get off or 4 people got to get off. So you got to go. And he like live tweeted it and,
it's kind of fucked.
Well, I mean, if the plane's not going to take off, if you're on it, I mean, what are you going to do, you know?
I guess. Why couldn't he get it like a private jet? Isn't he rich?
You would think, but he's clearly bad with his money or something because he is a real piece of shit with merchandise and stuff. I mean, it's bad. I mean, I like Kevin Smith. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan of what he used to be, but this character that he's doing now, I find to be grotesque.
The vegan man.
He's essentially become Gene Simmons. Now, Gene Simmons is notably an asshole.
From Kiss?
Yeah, because he's made Kiss everything. There's Kiss toilet paper. There's Kiss. He's charging all of these things. Now, Kevin Smith, we went to his movie theater. Horrible. I mean,
did he build it or something?
No, it's the movie theater from his childhood, whatever. But like,
he's not like upgrading it. He's not keeping it clean and fresh.
No, he's constant. It was brown carpet. Like he just.
Like if you buy a movie theater, you gotta get with it. You know, get with the time.
It's just not good. And the thing is that he's turned himself into a character, and it fucking sucks. So.
What's his character's name?
Kevin Smith. Yeah, but he used to be a respected artist. He used to be an actual respected artist, and now he's this, hey, get to Silent Bob. I have a sound clip here, but okay. I'll play that in a second. So back to the article. I just assumed he was bringing pizza or burgers or something, said one nurse, who had eagerly been awaiting and anticipating the delicious delivery. But instead, all we got was hummus.
Hummus?
Hummus. Yeah, he notably, I mean, I don't know why I keep saying notably. He famously charged for the Golden Calves Club. He had.
Why are you pointing at me?
Sorry,
I'm not part of that club.
he charges these people these fucking outrageous amounts of money, and then what happens? They show up to his house for a dinner,
and they give him hummus. And he gives them hummus. That's it.
He's serving hummus and chips. His wife chastised him, and then he went out to the store and got stuff to make vegan cheesesteaks, which makes my
hibiscus flowers
makes my dick roll up inside me to say.
Hibiscus flowers, I bet they were.
A child asked him, am I going to die? You know, because they're facing that. And Kevin, unfazed, replied with his signature line, I'm just the guy who made Clerks. So what do I know?
Why is he going to visit children in the hospital?
I don't know, but
seem like the kind of...
it's not good. I have a sound clip here from Kevin at the hospital. Let's go ahead and take a listen here.
Okay.
Hey kids, Kevin Smith here, but you probably know me as the guy who made Clerks.
See, he loves to say he's the guy who made Clerks. Every
what
time.
Else is he known for? I'm not trying to be rude. I really don't know him other than the guy.
I mean, he's Silent Bob.
In Clerks.
Yeah, in Clerks, and also in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. In Clerks too.
But like, didn't
Dogma,
that all
Mallrats
come from? Oh no! Well, like, what started it? Mallrats.
Well, it's all the same cinematic universe, but you know.
Brought some hummus for everyone. You guys could use the nutrients. Now keep in mind it is a $5 charge per dip.
It's a $5 charge per dip.
Per dip? He's charging people $5 to dip the hummus?
These sick children with cancer, Kevin Smith is charging them $5 a piece.
Wow.
To dip a chip in his hummus.
Piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit. I agree.
Piece of shit.
He is a giant piece of shit. Fuck Kevin Smith. So that's where I'm at with that.
That's the official stance?
Yeah, the official stance of the WCR radio is fuck Kevin Smith.
Go back to eating meat, Kevin Smith. You were nicer then.
Yeah, go back to not being able to sit on an airplane.
Well, no, I'm not saying he has to be fat, but can't we used to be quite bigger and now we've gotten smaller and we're not vegans. We still eat
Yeah,
meat.
well, you know what? Even at my biggest, I knew not to get on a plane. I knew not to do that.
Well, you've never gotten on a plane. You never will because you're afraid of flying.
Well, I mean, all of a sudden...
And now I wouldn't even get on a plane. I've been on several flights.
Do you know how many people have fucking reached out to me and been like, hey, I'm starting to think you were right? Because
How many? Come on.
Like 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly telling people anywhere, I get a couple beers in me and I start talking about how no one should be flying.
Keep in mind, he's also obsessed with like watching the flights that go by and like making sure that like whatever's flying above us, he knows about.
Yeah, I use a flight radar to track. I'd like to know where the plane that's falling out of the sky into our apartment, I'd like to know where it's from.
It's a condo.
I'd like to know what nationality of people are raining down upon us.
We live in a condo.
Yeah.
I think if a plane crashed on us, we would not be alive.
I think you're right, but I'd still like to know. I like to track flights. It's a thing. So, yeah, I mean, listen, a plane crashed earlier in Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah, small aircraft. It was like a 2-person plane, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fucking 2-person
Well, I'm
plane.
just saying it wasn't like a large commercial.
What does that matter?
It doesn't. All I'm saying is that there's airplane crashes like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've just been like really amplified for some reason these days.
No, they're happening all the time. The airlines have been stifling.
What's that mean?
The airlines themselves have been they've been covering it up because they don't want people to be afraid to fly.
He keeps gesturing at me, guys.
Airplanes fucking crash all the fucking time.
That's what I just said.
Delta, that one last week fucking flipped over.
I know.
And
nobody
they're
died
offering
on that, did they?
They're offering $30,000.
$30K.
$30,000 is not that much money. Like,
I'm fighting for more.
Oh my God.
At least 90. That's crazy. 30,000?
90?
Well, I'm trying to be respectful with it. I'm not trying to be greedy.
Yeah, I don't appreciate
He'd never get the payout. He'd never be on the plane.
I would never be on the plane. You're right. I would never get on a plane.
Yeah, I know.
Ever. Not even if there was some sort of... the thing is about having an incredibly small life in an incredibly small town is that all of my people that I care about are all localized.
Yeah.
So there's no emergency that would necessitate me getting on a plane.
I can't relate.
I mean,
have some people I like in Florida. My family members are in Florida.
Yeah, and I don't like your family members enough to fucking fly to Florida.
I know.
As
we
a
were
matter
going
of-
to drive there.
And I wasn't even happy about that.
It was going to be fun. It was going to be like a fun little road trip.
Yeah, and what happened?
And something happened.
Yeah, we were supposed to go, but then it turned out that the groomsmen...
No, the actual groom.
Yeah,
we were
groom.
supposed to go down for a wedding, and prior to that, the groom was cheating on the bride the entire relationship. So
Hold on, we gotta... Hold on 1 second here. We've got...
Hello?
1 second. It appears that we have a caller here on WCR. You're on WCR. Who is this?
Hi, this is Victor Aoli. How are we?
Victor, we're doing well tonight. We were
Mr. Aioli.
speaking of a situation in which one of Lauren's family members
Had been cheated on for 8 years.
had been cheated
and
on
found
for
out
quite some time. Yeah.
weeks before the
Great,
wedding.
great. That's wonderful. So I'm calling with Vic's Voyages. We do a luxury vacation planning, and I heard you two lovebirds are getting married soon. Is this true?
Yeah, I mean that's true. Is this a sales call?
You could call it a sales call, but I view it as an opportunity for a better tomorrow.
Wow.
So I just wanted to reach out. I don't know. Have we set a date yet?
No.
No.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's never too early to start planning your honeymoon. And again, at Vic's Voyages, we do luxury locations. What are we thinking for a destination? Perhaps Jamaica, Mon? I heard you guys like marijuana. That could be fun. Last time I was in Jamaica, they gave me the nickname Da Punani Prince.
I find that hard to believe. But
Oh, no, I'm very gifted with the Punani.
are you?
I am. So what are we thinking? Where would we like to go? What destination titillates you?
Titillates.
I don't know. Probably
Ocean City, Maryland.
somewhere where there's a white castle.
Oh, New Jersey.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we're thinking perhaps Finland?
Oh. No, he doesn't fly.
No, I don't fly.
Wait, is this a ship
Oh, no.
company or because I don't get on ships? So
Okay, so perhaps we'll have to go separately.
oh
Perhaps you by sky and him by boat.
yes, that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, Vic, I don't know. I mean, where would you recommend that we go?
Oh, well, it really depends what your honeymoon experience, is to be. Let's be honest. A honeymoon is all about love. It's all about passion. It's all about sex. So where do you want to do it? Would you like to crush some cooter in the Cayman Islands, perhaps? Would you like to cornhole your queen in Cuba?
I'd like to give her the what for somewhere there's a fucking White Castle, like I just already told you, Vic.
Yes, but that's so pedestrian. You could do so much more.
No, I'm telling you, I'm trying to have some fucking sex and sliders. You find me somewhere in New Jersey, preferably somewhere near Dolce and Clemente's Deli.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to get
Beautiful,
real weird
beautiful.
with the pastrami.
Great. That's great. Now, Lauren, what do you want? Because clearly you're the king of the household.
Well, I do try to take him into consideration. I would love the beach, but he hates the sand and also the sun. So
Beautiful, beautiful. So we do a lot of great beach vacations. Perhaps Barbados. That's where Rihanna's from.
Oh, Rihanna.
Oh, is that in Africa?
No.
So I just
Actually, I
booked the
don't know.
vacations. I don't own a globe or a map or even an atlas, a collection of maps.
I know, but Rihanna certainly looks African, and I have no issue with that. Whatsoever.
I think Barbados is like part
Beautiful,
of Jamaica.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's good to not have an issue with that. However, I just saw an article last week from the Daily Globe, or is the New York Post? Yes, and I don't want to be one of those people who brings back some sort of crazy hemorrhaging virus, a hemorrhaging fever.
Right. Ebola, perhaps.
You said it, not me.
It's been reported in the U.S., man.
Well, what better way to spend a honeymoon than becoming a patient 0 and a patient number 1, right?
Let me ask you this, Vic. Now, this is something. This is something that I'm coming up with on the fly here. Now, maybe you can facilitate this. Me and Lauren, we rent an Econoline van and we convert it into a living quarters and we drive out to the salt flats of Utah.
No.
Fun. So she gets the sand, but are there any White Castles there?
Well, I'm sure we could pass one on the way, but that would be really more of like a journey of exploration of ourselves. Like maybe we drive out over the course of like 41 days. No. We end up in Moab, Utah. We have
you slapped me across the face a couple times.
We have a couple drinks in the town there,
right?
And then we camp out in the salt flats and just have a good time. What do you think about that?
Beautiful. I love that. I could definitely recommend like a van rental service or something.
Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I don't know if I necessarily need you to book us any sort of, vacation. I mean,
right.
Where would you recommend for us stateside?
Well, okay, there's a lot of great options, but what immediately comes to mind is we're currently doing a 50% off takeoff special, okay? And what this is if your flight doesn't make it at least halfway to your destination, you get half off the trip.
Wow.
Well, that's you guys have to be just losing money hand over fist lately.
Yes. Some of the recent headlines have put a dent in our bottom line.
Vic, how did you get into this business?
Right. I'm glad you asked. So my father was a plane.
Oh, yeah?
Kidding. He wasn't a plane, but God damn it, he was a jet setter. He was the first gay man to have a baby biologically.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Did he carry it to term or was he the seed giver?
No, my mother was just a very convincing trans.
Oh, she was passable.
Right. He thought he was cornholing her, but egad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
He was something of a Punani prince himself.
It sounds like he was a real coos hound, huh?
Didn't know it, though.
Well, right. He thought it was something else.
I can't take it no more. I'm coming.
Oh.
Yeah. Vic, I got to be honest. You're doing a lot of moaning into the phone here.
Right. Beautiful.
Vic, you don't get paid enough for whatever you're doing.
You're right. It's commission. And when pretty much everything is 50% off, it doesn't leave a lot for you. Mama needs to eat.
That's an incredibly good point. Now, Vic, let me ask you a question. Have you been keeping up on any Netflix things lately, or any? Because we just started an episode of the Gabby Petito.
Mm-hmm. That's why he wants to get a van, Vic. Come on.
No spoilers.
Inspiring.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me. But I'm not buying that this man did this.
Right. I think he just wanted to flee to Turkey to get some hair plugs, if I'm being honest with you.
He did have
his hairline is abysmal.
Yes.
He does have a very it's offensive to look at. I mean, and
right.
Why is it that a lot of bald men have that head shape, or is that every man's head shape? Which one is it?
It is curious, isn't it?
I do find it to be curious. Clearly not as curious as you find it to be, though. But I am
right.
I am interested.
I do love a bald man. If I can be honest with you, I like to see myself in his scalp.
Oh, get it all greased up.
Little Mr. Clean action, huh?
Yep, it's the closest to a globe I've ever had.
Oh, that's the closest to a globe. All right, well,
right. Sometimes I draw planes and dotted lines and imagine they're going to places I've never been.
Does that make you think of your father?
Bruh, you're bad.
Vic, let me ask you a question. What's the best meal you've had in the past 30 days? And don't say anything vulgar. I'm curious. What's the best meal you've had? If we're talking about honeymoons here, we're talking about eating. Mm-hmm. That's part of the experience, and I'd like to know what you've had that's really changed your life recently.
Well, I'm dieting. I'm always dieting. I'm always trying the new diets. And I think the best thing I've had recently is honestly just a basil leaf on the crust of focaccia bread. Not the bread, just the crust.
Okay.
A single basil leaf. Sometimes I'll brush it past olive oil, not letting it touch, but close enough to get interesting,
Yeah, just to pick up those essential oils.
Kind of like the LaCroix of sandwiches.
Oh, yummy. That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Beautiful.
Vic, I don't think that you're going to sell us on anything here tonight, but I do appreciate you calling.
Oh, right. Traveling. I forgot.
Yeah, traveling. Yes.
Let's go to Alaska.
Ooh, Alaska. Fun. White.
There's no Rihanna in Alaska. That's for sure.
That's not what I meant. I just like to see the northern lights would be cool. And also, I think it's dark there a lot. There's not a lot of sun.
No, you're wrong. It's not dark at all. It's never dark.
I'm pretty sure
it is as white as the day is long, and I love it. Just imagine yourself absolutely blowing her back out during the Iditarod.
What is that? Is that where they race those dogs?
Beautiful. You've heard of it. Yes. It's a shame. It's a shame that you guys are dieting. Otherwise, you could be getting some husky loving going while being pulled by huskies. It's very poetic, if you ask me. But you're all slim and fit and sexy now, which I love. But also, who's to say?
You know who else needs to be fat again? That Kevin Smith. We were just having a conversation about him.
Oh, Kevin Smith. What a fallen angel.
Yeah, it's been a really tough fall from grace for Kevin Smith.
What a shame.
Yeah, you should hear what he's done to some sick children at the St. Jude's Hospital. We just talked about it. It's not good.
Oh no, go on.
$5 a dip.
Yeah, he's charging them $5 per chip dip of hummus at the St. Jude's.
What kind of hummus? Is it a red pepper or just a classic?
Does it matter if he's charging the sick children for it?
I mean, if it was like a special hummus.
God, I love sick children. Their gaunt faces are inspiring.
Yes, it's like a runway model, but of children.
If you want to see gaunt children, maybe Barbados is the place.
My nigga.
Somebody has hacked the soundboard.
No, sorry, that's Daddy. He's sitting in the back seat.
Oh my God. Okay, no worries. Thank you for taking that. I gotta be honest. I didn't realize how hard doing this show would be without alcohol. Because I'm on these. I feel like this has just been a terrible
You
show.
should have
Vic,
taken an edible.
Oh my God! You have to drink. I just had an Aperol spritz.
Ooh.
What was
I
his
always
name?
wanted to try that.
Oh, you're bad.
Dude, I'm being serious. This show has been horrible.
Why are you saying that?
Because it's not been good. This is not.
It's not our best work, but we're here. We're doing it.
Yeah, this is no good. This is no good at all. I am.
Who's calling in?
It's Andy in Columbus. I will call him back shortly, but I don't know. I feel
Perhaps it's time for a vacay. Time to unwind. Have you heard of Barbados?
Vic really wants us to go to Barbados.
Hold on. I wonder.
We don't even know where it is.
Do you think I can merge him in here?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Ooh, is Andy the photographer? I've heard of him.
Andy is the photographer. Yeah. Let's see if we can.
He could photograph you as you mount her in Barbados.
Hold on. Let's see if we can get this here. Let's see.
Bring it together.
Yeah. Let's see how we merge this.
Like a four-way, a three-way.
Well, hey, you said it.
Whatever you want, honey.
What are you proposing, Lauren? Let's see what we got here.
Right.
Hold on, let me tell him to call back. This is wild.
Oh, Andy. Let me be your Woody.
Oh my God.
Oh, geez.
Will Andy and Vic cut each other out or no?
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to see here. I think Andy is at an event that he wants to talk about, so we're gonna see what this is like. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I got to try to figure out how the phone relay thing is going to work, but that'll be fine. Vic, I appreciate
Vic, you're on for the ride.
you calling in no matter what, and I hope you have some spare time here.
I'll send you some pamphlets.
Some pamphlets?
Yeah, we're gonna need
about flights.
Yeah, we're gonna need a follow up.
Yeah, I'm not getting on
beautiful.
I'm not getting on any.
No, you're gonna take
flights,
a ship,
dude.
and I'm gonna take a flight.
I'm not taking a ship either. You get on those ships and people get fucking like neuroviruses and shit.
Oh yeah,
It's all fucked up.
Now what kind of ship are we thinking? Are we thinking cruise ship? Are we thinking yacht? Are we thinking pontoon?
Okay, here's the deal. I don't want to be on any sort of now. And I'm not. First of all, I'm not getting on a pontoon boat unless they got Kid Rock playing on a loop.
Oh, what about the Margaritaville cruise?
The Margaritaville cruise?
Jimmy Buffett.
If there was a chance of seeing Jimmy Buffett, then
Because you
absolutely.
can do that for like a weekend. You don't have to go on like a full like 5-day cruise, but it is known as like the worst cruise ever.
I need my cruises to be I need to be on a cruise, and the reason for the cruise is that you can only do what the cruise is for in international waters. Like a riverboat gambling type deal, you know?
Or listen to Jimmy Buffett.
Okay, Vic. Yeah.
Where's Andy?
I just told him to call it off, see if we can merge the calls here. We'll see what Andy has to say here in Columbus. He's got a live field report, I believe.
Wow.
It's up to you, darling. I do have an 8:37 hot yoga, so
I tried to sign up for hot yoga. They told me I need to do regular yoga.
Oh,
Vic, hold on 1 second here. Let's merge the calls here. Did it work? Andy.
Hello?
Andy in Columbus.
Can't hear Andy or Vic.
Oh, this is fucked
I
up.
knew that was going to happen. Just so you know, I called that. I was like, I don't think this is going to work.
This is fucked up. Can you hear?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
I can hear everyone.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Andy, you're on with
Caleb, Lauren,
and fucking
Vic Aoli.
Vic Aoli.
Victor Aoli of Vic's Voyages.
He's a travel agent. How are you doing there, Andy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing very well. Calling in live from what some may call one of the worst neighborhoods in Columbus.
Beautiful.
We are at a Dexter's Solventless Terp Traders show. and we're taking pictures.
Taking pictures, and I would hide that camera. I would keister that camera on your way out to the car. It sounds like you might need to.
How do you think I got it in?
There you go.
Andy is in a neighborhood in Columbus called Little Barbados.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love a man who can stretch.
How's the show going?
It's going well. I'm thoroughly stoned, and I think everyone else inside is, and we're getting some good pictures. So, how are you doing though? Is my concern. It sounds like that flu has ran you over.
Yeah, we've been I don't even know. It's some sort of
Virus.
new strain of some sort of avian flu that has just penetrated my body and made itself at home.
Whoa.
I know.
I think the travel agent just got his mask may have moved a little bit.
Yeah.
You're bad.
So no, we're doing okay. We're on with our travel agent. We're booking a honeymoon. But at this point, I got some questions about this industry event. Now,
yeah, absolutely.
First of all, how bad could a neighborhood in Columbus, Ohio get?
Not like anything that you're used to, friend. If I'm being completely honest.
I feel like the worst neighborhood in Columbus is probably a suburb of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Currently, yes, I would agree with that.
Have you seen The Wire?
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I'm not like nervous standing outside you know what I mean? It's just fine. It's all good.
Do you have protection?
Translation, the event is mostly white.
It's mostly what?
Yeah, white.
White.
Oh, yeah. But yes, this neighborhood is actually, if we're being honest, it's actually being gentrified currently. So there's a lot of travel agents who have moved in.
Oh, yeah. I bet it fucking reeks of bum piss and apple cider vinegar.
What?
That's what happened. They start putting up those Vietnamese noodle places everywhere. You start seeing dudes walking around wearing scarves with long beards. That's what gentrification.
You're describing yourself.
Labradoodles.
Yeah,
a lot of labradoodles.
Yeah, fucking labradoodles. Fucking gay travel agents.
Vic is like, what are you guys talking about?
Is Vic on the call anymore? What'd you say?
Where do you think I'm flying to now? Columbus.
Actually, when I was growing up, Columbus was called the San Francisco of the Midwest. A lot of travel agents were infiltrated.
I love it.
Let me tell you something.
Beautiful.
I feel like you could make a killing opening up a large travel agent friendly truck stop and call it the San Francisco of the Midwest. And you'd probably have to employ a team of janitors, but I bet you could have that motherfucker packed out 24/7. Truckers love travel agents. My grandfather was a trucker, and he used to let me play on the CB radio when I would ride with him. And I'm telling you, a lot of it would be guys because back then, I mean, this is the early 2000s. You would have to coordinate your meeting up for sex acts on the CB radio.
Oh God.
I know.
Did you ever run into any lot lizards?
No, but my grandfather told me a story when I was much, much younger that he had pulled into a truck stop and he just wanted to sleep. And a hooker kept banging on his door. So eventually he pulled a gun on her.
So he did meet my mother.
Yes, he met your mother. And so I was like, Pap, what happened next? Did you shoot her? And he was like, no, I got a great night's sleep. She never came back. So I don't think he would have shot her.
That man valued his sleep more than anyone else.
He
I've ever
loved
known.
sleep. One time he had fallen asleep at his house and there were a bunch of snakes.
Yeah, I was there, and his Caleb's travel agent uncle.
I do have an uncle who is a card-carrying member of the travel agent union.
Yes. He said there's a snake in the basement, and we were like, no, there's not, but then there really was. And then he was like, there's another snake in the basement. And I was trying to be rational. I was like, look, we've already gotten one snake out of the basement. Like, what is the likelihood of there being another? But there really was another snake in the basement. And so we were causing a commotion.
Sure.
Caleb's grandfather came out literally in his whitey tighties down the stairs in the basement, grabbed that snake by its fucking head, went outside and threw it into the woods further than I've ever seen a man throw anything. And I was like in shock. I was like, oh my God.
He's 76 years old when he did that.
Yep.
He would be
Snakes in the Basement is a game I played last time I was in Jamaica.
This might be the travel agent we need to get more information on that Gettysburg conference we talked about.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Gettysburg. No. Don't go to Gettysburg.
No, you would like it there.
Yeah. Are you not a big fan of Gettysburg?
I think you need to.
No. Too much
You're
conflict.
You're missing a real market, from what I could tell.
With sloppy old white men, no thank you.
What is your type?
Sloppy young ones. I'm kind of a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You're the sugar daddy.
I can see that.
Let's just say up until recently, the traveling was a good business to be in.
Before the plane started falling out of the fucking sky.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I have a lot of money in Carnival Cruises. I'll never go on one, but
now, do you think there's a lot of can you confirm this to me, Vic? Is I read online like last week actually that a lot of times a group of swingers will coordinate and they will rent out, like they will all buy tickets on the same cruise ship and they will just swing at sea.
We call that the Pineapple Express of the sea.
Wow.
Could you imagine looking at
But you want to talk
and finding out it's all
Swingers?
My God.
That would be the worst thing.
That's where the money is.
I've never been on a cruise, but I do know some cruise people, and I don't know if they're swingers, but I mean, the people that we know are, they would fit right in at a truck stop in the Midwest.
Right.
That's
Just
the
imagine.
thing. So, actually, Columbus has allegedly one of the premier swingers clubs in the area, and so
certainly not on a cruise ship.
No, but I think they probably do sponsor one. And I jumped on the Instagram page, and what I saw was disturbing at best.
They have an Instagram
What's it called?
page.
What's that?
What's it called?
Oh, Club Princeton or Princeton Club Princeton, something like that.
See, there's a swingers club,
Ivy League.
Yeah.
Club Princeton Thursday night.
They do call Columbus the Ivy League of swingers.
Oh.
Right. Beautiful.
Club Pilates Princeton. I think I'm on the wrong thing. There's a swingers club near us called the Corral. Now, I've never been. We're not swingers.
Have you been?
No.
No, we're not swingers, but I used to work with my friend and a guy who works at that place that we all worked at.
He went there?
Well, yeah, he went there all the time, and he was like, yeah, me and my wife are going up to the Corral. You should bring your girlfriend.
He said that to you?
No, he didn't say it to me. He said
it to your
that to
friend.
my friend. And that's just like, it was so crazy to me because That's just being like, why don't you bring your wife up and I'll fuck her?
Yeah.
Like,
we should get that guy on the line.
oh, Todd?
I like a man who takes what he wants.
No, you don't like this guy. Todd once described to me, dude was terrifying. He described to me one time that he fake killed his fiance or his girlfriend and rolled her up in a shower curtain, and then to test his friend's loyalty, brought his friend over and showed her with like ketchup all over her, rolled up in a shower curtain, and to fucking
what?
And he recorded it. Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God. And then he was
the
like,
girlfriend went along with it?
yeah, to test the friend's loyalty if he would help him bury her. And he recorded it, and the friend was like, you need to take me to the liquor store so I can stop shaking. And I'll help you do whatever you want.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, he had some real friends. Shout out Todd.
Wow. That's actually
Holy
crazy.
shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that guy was mentally unstable. He also told me that Ken Shamrock was in his wedding. I think he was a pathological liar. But I know that the thing with the
who's Ken Shamrock?
Well, first of all, don't you ever fucking say that to me again, Lauren.
I don't know
you don't know who Ken
Whoa,
Shamrock is?
whoa. Even I know Ken Shamrock. And I'm not a big sports guy.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not a sports
Ken
person.
Shamrock is a decorated mixed martial artist and WWE former hardcore champion.
Should have known it was a wrestling
That's
thing.
right. Say his name.
Say his name, yeah.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah.
He's about to come.
I can't take it no more. I'm coming.
Okay.
On that note, sweetheart, my hot yoga started 5 minutes ago. I got to jump off, but it's beautiful talking to you. I can't wait to see where you decide to go. Let me know.
We'll let you know, Vic.
Yeah, we'll let you
Thanks for
know,
your
Vic.
help.
You take care.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Did you guys get engaged?
Yeah, we've been engaged.
Yeah. We hung up on Andy.
Fuck.
I knew that was going to happen. You should have just had the other person hang up.
Should have just had damn. Yeah, so we did get engaged. In case anybody.
We've been engaged. 420.
Yeah, shit. Damn. That's fucked up. Yeah, shit. Fuck, that sucks. I got to get better about doing this. This was a horrible show. I can't.
You merged two calls together. That was their first mistake. It was hard having everybody together. You want to talk about that movie we watched yesterday?
No, I don't. Okay. I want to wrap it up.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Wait, you didn't do our outro or nothing.
Oh yeah, here we go. The fucking outro. I cannot wait to drink again and do the show because the podcasts were so much better than this.
Sorry, guys.
There's your little outro.
Well, fade it out like you usually do. Gotta tell you how to do shit. Tell you how to produce.
Well, it's about time you do something.
You're gonna regret